Hey, what's up nerdlings? Sean from the Nerd Lair here. Thanks for tuning into this video where today we're going to be replacing the housing of my old Game Boy Color to something a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, to a purple transparent case. I got this off of eBay for about $10 and it shipped pretty quick. It also came with a cool Pokemon faceplate. We're also going to be adding a Frontlight mod to this, which granted is not the best mod in the world by any means, but it's cheap and anyone can do it, and I'm going to show you how, so let's get started. First off, we're going to need a tri-wing screwdriver along with a small Phillips head to get all the screws off of this. Up next, take off the door to the battery compartment, and we're going to see 6 screws that need to be unscrewed in order to open this thing up. So just take your tri-wing tip screwdriver and start unscrewing, boy. Alright, now we can open this thing up and see the board for the Game Boy Color. It's pretty... Now there's going to be 3 Phillips head screws that hold the board into the housing, so just unscrew those and you're good to go. Up next, we're going to be unplugging the LCD screen's ribbon cable. First, you want to pop up these little tabs that secure the ribbon cable into its slot, and then gingerly use your screwdriver to push it out. Up next, we're going to want to very gently pry off the LCD screen from the brackets that hold it onto the housing. Just be very careful while doing this. You do not want to crack your screen. There we go. Okay, now we're going to use our fingers to peel off this foam that's on the back of the LCD screen. Don't use anything sharp. Your fingers work just fine, because if you cut the ribbon cable that runs along the back of the screen, you're pretty much effed. And we have to do this because if we leave it on there, there's not enough spacing when we put in the front light to close the housing. So yeah, you gotta do it. Just be patient. Alright, looks pretty good. That's about all I can get off of this. So now we're gonna put in the front light part. Alright, now we're going to take our front light piece and we're going to place it into the slot where the LCD screen goes. Just be sure not to touch it too much because fingerprints will show up. Next, we're going to take something to cut out notches for the wires so they don't get pinched when we put in the LCD screen. Now we're going to take our actual LCD screen and place it on top of the Frontlight mod. It's not going to snap back in or anything, it's just going to kind of sit there, so make sure you're happy with the placement. Alright, now we're going to take the board and put it back onto the housing, and we're going to plug back in the ribbon cable. Just don't forget to press in those tabs when you put in the ribbon cable, or else you might have a connection error and the screen won't turn on. Okay, next up we're going to take the wires and we're going to need to solder them into this row of 4 solder points. The red wire will go into the top one and the black wire will go into the bottom one, so just take your soldering iron and gently solder them into place. Alright, now all we have to do is just screw the housing back together and test it out. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, I have this model number sticker that came with the housing that I bought off of eBay. That was pretty nice of them to add something like that, just give it a little bit more authenticity. So we're just going to place that right there, nice and center. Alright, looks good to me. Let's test this thing out. And here we have the before and after. I have to say, it looks a lot better than I thought it was gonna, but to be honest with you guys, Frontlight modding like this is kind of an out-of-date way to do it as far as modding your Game Boy Color screen goes. There are other ways to do it that yield much better results than this, and you know what? That's totally fine, because it was just a cheap and fun alternative to using this thing, which we all remember this. The worm light. Oh, worm light. And that's going to be all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was my very first attempt ever at modding any sort of Game Boy console. I had a lot of fun doing it, and if you want to see me do more videos like this, just let me know down in the comments section. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe because I upload at least once a week, so there's always something to watch. Go ahead and check me out on social media. Links will be down below in the description, and I will see you guys next time in the Nerd Lair.